The first time Yoongi saw Himmin, it felt like time slowed down. It was the first day of university, and Yoongi had just transferred to Seoul Arts. He wasn't the type to get impressed easily. He was quiet, kept to himself, and didn't believe in love at first sight. But when he walked into the auditorium and saw the boy dancing on stage, he forgot how to breathe. "Who's that?" Yoongi asked the person beside him. "Oh, that's Park Himmin. He's the top dancer here. Everyone knows him." Yoongi couldn't take his eyes off him. Himmin moved like music itself. His expression was serious but soft, like he was telling a story with each movement. Yoongi felt something stir inside him. He didn't know what it was, but it was strong. From that moment, Yoongi started noticing Himmin everywhere. In the cafeteria, Himmin would laugh loudly with his friends, his eyes crinkling and dimples showing. In the library, he'd sit quietly with headphones, gently tapping his pen against his notebook. Yoongi had fallen, but he kept it to himself. They slowly became friends during a group project. Himmin was surprisingly kind, always helping others and smiling through frustration. "Yoongi," Himmin said one day, "you're really smart. You know, I'm glad we're partners." Yoongi felt his heart skip. "Thanks," he mumbled, looking away. Days turned into weeks. They started spending more time together, studying, grabbing coffee, talking about their dreams. One night, while they sat on a rooftop overlooking the city, Himmin asked, "Do you believe in love, Yoongi?" Yoongi stared at the sky. "I didn't, but maybe I'm starting to." Himmin smiled but didn't say anything. What Yoongi didn't know was Himmin noticed him too. At first, Himmin thought Yoongi was cold. But with time, he saw how gentle Yoongi really was. The way he held the door for strangers. The way he brought warm coffee when Himmin was having a bad day. The way he listened, really listened, when Himmin talked. Himmin didn't realize it, but he was starting to fall too. It was subtle at first, a lingering look, a skipped heartbeat, a blush, but then it became intense. When Yoongi wasn't around, Himmin felt empty. When Yoongi smiled, Himmin's chest fluttered. When Yoongi called him Jiminy for the first time, he almost cried. "Yoongi," Himmin said once after class, cheeks pink. "Do you want to go to the Han River with me?" Yoongi looked surprised but nodded, "Sure." They went that evening, walking quietly, sometimes talking, sometimes just watching the water. When Himmin slipped on the stairs, Yoongi caught him. "You okay?" Yoongi asked, holding Himmin close. "Yeah," Himmin whispered, but his heart was racing. That night, Himmin couldn't sleep. Because somewhere deep inside, he knew he had fallen harder. Months passed. Yoongi couldn't hide it anymore. He was in love, but he was scared. "Himmin," he said one evening as they sat on the dorm steps, "can I tell you something?" Himmin turned, eyes soft. "Of course, I think I like you." Silence. Yoongi's heart pounded. Then Himmin smiled. "Yoongi," Himmin said, "you took long enough." Yoongi blinked. "Wait." "I like you too," Himmin whispered. "I've liked you for a while. But I think I fell a little harder." Yoongi's heart burst with warmth. He chuckled, leaning closer. "Then maybe I should catch up." From that day, everything changed. They held hands under the table, took long walks holding coffee, watched movies cuddled on the couch. Yoongi wrote songs inspired by Haemin's smile. Haemin danced to Yoongi's music with eyes full of love. But of course, it wasn't always perfect. They fought sometimes over small things, like who forgot the laundry or who hogged the blanket. Yoongi, Haemin said once, arms crossed, "You always ignore texts during work." "I'm busy," Haemin, Yoongi said, frustrated. "I don't do it on purpose." Haemin sighed, "I know, I just miss you." Yoongi softened. He walked over, hugged him tightly. "I miss you too. I'm sorry." Fights didn't last long because love was stronger. One rainy evening, they sat on the floor of their shared apartment. Yoongi had his guitar. Haemin rested his head on Yoongi's shoulder. "I wrote a song," Yoongi said. "Wanna hear it?" Haemin nodded. Yoongi sang softly, voice full of emotion. The lyrics were simple. "You were the light in my dark, the calm in my storm. You walked in quietly, and now I can't breathe without you." Haemin had tears in his eyes. "Yoongi," Haemin said, voice shaking, "That's beautiful." Yoongi kissed his forehead. "You're beautiful." 1 year passed, then another. They built a life together. Haemin joined a dance company. Yoongi opened a small studio. They had a cat named Dang, a wall full of Polaroids, a fridge filled with sticky notes that said "I love you." One winter night, as snow fell softly outside, Haemin stood on the balcony, wrapped in a blanket. Yoongi walked up behind him, hugged him from behind. "Cold?" Yoongi asked. "A little," Haemin smiled, "but your arms are warm." Yoongi took a deep breath. "Marry me." Haemin froze. He turned around, eyes wide. "What?" Yoongi pulled out a small silver ring. "I love you. I've always loved you. And I want to love you forever. Will you marry me, Haemin?" Haemin covered his mouth, tears falling. "Yes, yes, Yoongi, 1,000 times yes." The wedding was small but perfect. Cherry blossoms in the air, close friends, soft music. Haemin walked down the aisle, glowing in white. Yoongi stood at the end, eyes full of love. "Yoongi," Haemin said during vows, "you fell first. But I fell harder, and I'd fall again. Every single day for you." Yoongi smiled, tears in his eyes. "And I'll catch you, always." Years later, they sat on the same rooftop where they first talked about love. Haemin rested his head on Yoongi's shoulder. "Do you remember the first time we came here?" Haemin asked. Yoongi nodded. "I remember everything." Haemin chuckled. "You said you were starting to believe in love." "I don't just believe now," Yoongi whispered. "I live it because of you." Haemin smiled, kissed his cheek. They sat there watching the stars, hands intertwined. Falling in love wasn't planned. But loving each other became the most beautiful decision they ever made. The end.